Hey guys, welcome back to Scream Queen Stream. By now, you're probably very familiar with the people in here, but for the sake of continuity, we're just going to tell you who they are anyways. In the middle is Miss Heather Dorff. To my left is Miss Dani Inks, and I am Jessica Cameron. Hello.
Hi.
And today, what are we going to be talking about?
We're talking about the motherfucking Muppets. I'm so excited.
That's right. So, for those of you who are not familiar, the Muppet Movie, the original first movie, just celebrated its 40th anniversary, and as such, it actually made a theatrical appearance.
Yes, it's sad.
So, I had never seen it before.
Because this bitch is fucking crazy.
I grew up in Canada, and I just never.
What does that mean? I'm sure if we ask Canadians, they've seen the fucking movie.
No,
I mean,
Canada, you did it again.
We're a little bit less than you guys are on pop culture things, but also I wasn't like the most like childlike child. Like, keep in mind, I started reading Stephen King in grade 1.
Right.
So I kind of like skipped a lot of the children's stuff. That being said, my first time watching it, both of you have seen it before, right?
Yes. I had seen it a few times before.
Oh, I grew up the motherfucking
but I
Muppets.
forgot it, but yeah. Yeah, I grew up. I watched Sesame
My
Street.
mom was a Muppet.
The Muppets Christmas Carol is still one of the best Christmas Carol movies ever.
Oh,
I have another thing I have to see.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Yeah, and I love that the narrator is Gonzo, and he actually reads lines from
the Christmas
A Christmas Carol, like
it's
the book.
It's legitimately
It's really
one of the
so
better
good.
Christmas Carol like.
So okay, real quick, Gonzo's an alien, right? Like, is that the?
I don't know.
Actually, I do know because I am a Muppet aficionado. I guess. Okay, so it was never. It's always been said that Gonzo's a whatever. Nobody ever knew until
he's the original X.
He's what now?
There was just in some state where you can now list your gender as X instead of male or female.
Oh no, he's always been a male.
Making a timely joke.
Yes,
that was like, but he's always been a male.
Okay, but what
He's
is
always
he?
been a guy. But he was always said, like, they literally just, it was a running gag about him being a whatever. Sometimes they said he was a turkey and all the crap.
Yeah.
But in one of the newer movies, after Disney acquired the rights to the Muppets.
Like everything.
There was a movie called Muppets from Space. No.
So he's an alien now.
So, yes. So it was a movie about Gonzo. God, what was it called? Oh, I'm terrible Muppet official.
Either way, I'll insert a picture here. Just send me a picture. It'll be fine.
They made it out like the aliens were contacting Gonzo, and he didn't know what he was. He didn't know what he was. He didn't know what he was. And then at the end, the aliens come off of the spaceship,
and they're all
they
like
look just like Gonzo.
Okay, can we just explain though? Why has Gonzo always been the one? They're like, what is he? There are a ton of Muppets that have absolutely no explanation as to what they are.
Well, but he looks like the most
he's not the only one. Like, he's not.
He's not.
So what you're saying is that he's been unfairly.
He's been unfairly his nose. He's been like gender.
So in the original main cast of the Muppets in the Muppet Show, and even the Muppet Movie, he was the one who was different. Like, Kermit was a frog, Miss Piggy was a pig.
What the
Gonzo
fuck
was
is
a bear.
What is the drummer? What's the drummer? What's he?
He's an animal.
What animal is he?
But he's an animal.
Exactly. He's not he's nothing. He's a nothing. What's the blonde one? She's nothing. What's the singer?
She's a singer.
Okay, but he could be an animal too as much as they are.
Player,
they could all be animals as much as, like, again, vague. I don't know what Cookie Monster is. What the fuck is
He's a monster.
What
He's
is
a monster.
fucking Elmo?
Hello, he's a monster.
But he's not
they're
actually
monsters.
a real
He's a
thing.
friendly
What I'm trying to
monster.
say is
Monsters are real, Heather Dorff. We
What
live in
I'm trying to say is
Hollywood.
And the Fraggles are Fraggles.
none of them are real things. Some of them are real
they're
animals.
fucking puppets. Of course they're not real
but what I'm
things.
trying to say is some are real, like,
Wait a second, they're
associated
not
with real
real?
animals, and then
Well-
half of them are just nothing.
Well, that's
They're
why
nothing.
it's funny.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I don't get why Gonzo. This is the thing. This has been a thing for like 15. I don't get it. It's
Don't
like
question it. It's the
like
goddamn
Bert and
Muppets.
Ernie. Are they gay? It's like, who
You're not
cares?
supposed to question it. You're not
They're
supposed to question
happy.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that being said, let's talk about the cast. Not the actual puppet cast. Obviously, we know that Miss Piggy, Kermit, all of your favorite Muppets are there. Let's talk about the actual cast that is in the movie.
Like,
so,
how the actual the humans.
people.
So
by the way, I have my
cameos.
phone up with the cast here right now, and Heather's literally looking at it as she said that.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
did you
like
say
thinking
the cast?
I thought you meant the voice actors. I'm like, fuck, I don't know who the voice actors are.
There were cameo appearances by a lot
throughout.
of,
Which I thought were amazing.
Yes.
And I thought over time they've actually held up.
Well,
I didn't
it's
know
a
all of
very,
them,
it's
but
a
I
very
loved knowing
Muppet
them.
thing to
It's
do
quite a
because
lot.
the original
Oh, yeah,
Muppet
there's
Show, the original Muppet Show always had a
Richard
guest.
Pryor?
Guest
Was
host.
that?
Yeah, he was the
I
he
had
was
done
the
him.
balloon guy. Yeah, the carnival.
Oh my God, yes, he was. Jesus, how did I miss that?
Cloris Leachman. She
Cloris
was the
Leachman?
secretary at the end.
Yeah,
Steve Martin, obviously.
Steve Martin was the waiter.
And
amazing. He's my favorite.
The Mrs. like her, she comes out a few times.
Oh, that is oh gosh, why can't I think of her name? What is it?
Carol something.
Carol Kane.
Yeah.
Yep.
Carol
And then
Kane.
there's obviously Jim Henson, Frank Oz, Jerry Nelson.
Where's Jim Henson in it?
So Frank Oz and Jerry Nelson, they were the puppeteers, and they were the voices.
Gotcha.
And so was Jim
So they're
Henson.
actually- okay.
So none of them were
Actually,
actually.
Jim was
Jim
Kermit.
Henson. Yeah.
Jim plays the
Miss
voice
Piggy.
of. So they all do multiple characters, right? So I know this, and I'm not even looking at the thing. So Jim Henson played Kermit, and he played Dr. Teeth. He plays the Swedish chef, which I don't believe.
I forget his name. Yeah, he's not in it though.
Yeah, he's not it, but he plays.
And he
a lot
might
of
not
the
be
different
Swedish.
characters. He's definitely a
is supposed
Swedish
to be
chef,
Swedish.
but it's fake Swedish. He doesn't actually speak real Swedish. He's gibberish that passes for Swedish. Yeah, I love him. He's also a two-man puppet. I know a lot about puppets.
I was going to say, suddenly all of your expertise comes.
This is
random. This is one of
why
those
I'm
things
so
where
excited.
trivia night she'd win and
It's
whatever.
like trivia on the
This
Muppets.
comes
I
up.
fucking know this shit, right? So Frank Oz was also Miss Piggy, but he was also Yoda in the Star Wars.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Well, technically, that
Actually,
was
if you really
Emperor
think about it, suddenly
It sounds
Miss
similar.
Piggy sounds like Yoda.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow! You're fucking welcome. I just blew her goddamn mind. So yeah. Did you?
Miss Piggy is fucking Yoda.
I literally.
Yes, Miss Piggy is Yoda. I will
Your
never
fucking
forget it.
brain.
Blown.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, so a two-man puppet is any puppet that has real hands that you notice as like, you know,
yeah, that has
doesn't just have the things on the rod.
Right.
I keep like
Yes,
flinging
splash it.
water in
Don't
your-
splash.
Sorry, I'm trying not to. I tangle my hands and they're wet. Anyway, so any puppet that actually uses her hands, Dr. Teeth, Rolf the dog, because he, plays piano, those are two-man puppets.
Right.
So, like, there's one person moving the mouth, and there's another person that is the hands. And then they do that. Yeah, so I know these things because I was a puppeteer.
Look at that, like the many facts of Dani Inks. I had no idea that you were a puppeteer. I just mind blown.
Because I'm a fucking weirdo.
It is random. I mean, it's fun.
I'm so rando, I can't even help it.
Well, let's get to the synopsis real quick, and then we're going to get into what worked. So after Kermit the Frog decides to pursue a movie career, he starts his cross-country road trip from Florida to California. Along the way, he meets and befriends Fozzie the Bear, Miss Piggy, Gonzo, rock musicians Dr. Teeth, and the Electric Mayhem. When Kermit is offered a job by Doc Hopper to advise on the fried frog legs at his restaurant chain, Kermit turns Hopper down. However, Hopper refuses to relent and pursues Kermit and his companions to a final showdown.
So I do not like that synopsis because there were a lot of really not right things. So, yeah.
What's wrong about that? That sounds accurate to me, and
he did not move to be a movie star.
Yes, he did.
He moved to be a singer and rich and famous.
Rich and famous. Okay.
You can call it a movie star. It's fine.
Not a movie
They're
star.
just
But
rich and famous in
Rich
the world
and
of
famous,
entertainment means
that
a
is
movie
true.
star.
But he said advise
That's
on the Doc Hoppers. He wanted him to be the face of Doc Hopper.
Okay.
Like he wanted him to be
I feel like you're really nitpicking
Yeah.
this.
yeah, because I'm the Muppet person. This is how I feel
are a
all the
Muppet.
time when you guys nitpick at horror shit. And I'm like, who cares? Who really cares? And you guys are like,
Okay. I honestly don't get. That's fine.
Alrighty, let's just jump to what worked. For me,
everything.
I haven't liked the fact that in the theater, it's clearly not been designed to, like, they didn't, what's it called? I forget the thing, but where they do
HD.
it. Yeah,
They did do
didn't,
that.
Like, but they didn't,
They didn't restore
polish
it.
or
They
like
didn't restore.
Well,
They
no,
did.
They
There's a
restored
restored
it,
version.
but
And
it's
that is
not,
definitely
but
not
it's
original.
not. But even they didn't overly
Even the
polish
SD.
it. Like
Yeah.
they didn't overly do it.
The
Like,
one we
it
watched, I
looks like it
promise
was
you, is polished from the original.
1979.
It still looks like an 80s movies, but it looks like a
Technically, it was 70s.
like a John
But-
Hughes, 80s movie where it's still it's totally passable. It's still decent enough quality. It holds. The quality actually holds pretty fucking well.
Yeah.
Even I watched the SD version.
Which I thought was
Okay,
really great.
that is what I was gonna say. Okay, for someone who went
Jokes
into
are a bit
this
dated.
going, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, she was not happy. And I was like, trust me, you're going to love it, Heather. It's fine.
No, I think, here's the thing. Some of the jokes are dated, but most of them still hold up. Even the dated ones still hold up.
That's right.
They're
still
funny. They're still nostalgic.
They make sense. It's cute.
Yeah. There are a couple
it's a children's film somehow. I don't really know how it's a children's film, actually.
Because it's Muppets.
Yeah, I mean, but I realize
it's like Dani's the least child-friendly person, but children love her.
That is a lie. I love kids. I just don't.
You do love children, but like nothing about how you act, dress, speak, or drink is remotely child-friendly.
That's true.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay,
that's a fair point.
Children
it is a movie that for some reason children love, but I feel like children mostly probably don't get. Like,
no,
just like,
I think they just see Muppets. But yeah, like The Simpsons. Like, if you really watch The Simpsons, there's a lot of growth humor.
Yeah, oh my god, there's so much. And Bugs Bunny too.
Think of Shrek.
Yeah,
there are a lot of fucking dirty jokes in that fucking movie.
But this isn't even just like dirty jokes. This is like most of everything they're saying is actually more catered to an adult audience. It's like Shrek still has some things I think kids can grasp onto.
That's the thing about the Muppets, and that's why the Muppets also.
Well, it's very different from like Sesame Street.
That's why Sesame Street is a thing, because Jim Henson wanted to keep it more toward the adult side, and the networks or producers, whoever it was, they were like, you need to cater towards kids, and he's like, yeah, we can do it with this stuff.
But also probably why one was like on TV and one was on daytime TV and one was on nighttime.
Yes, exactly, because daytime TV was Sesame Street, and the nighttime was the Muppet Show. And if you watch the original Muppet Show, which obviously you have not, just because you just saw the fucking Muppet movie, I think all the seasons, because I love it. But it was very adult. It was dirty AF.
Yeah.
Like, dirty AF.
I mean, and not that the Muppet movie is actually dirty. There's a few, like, it's actually not dirty. No. It's just there is a lot of adult humor. There's a lot of adult humor.
I think there's a lot of things, but that children will still enjoy.
Yeah, it's still fun.
And also, if they were to go to school and repeat it or talk about it,
it's not good. No one's going to get in trouble. Right, no one's going to get in trouble.
They didn't use language, you know what I mean? Like, it was
I think that is surprising. I didn't realize how much adult humor was in it. I didn't realize how adult focused the whole fucking film is, honestly.
But as a kid, like, it's awesome.
I loved the Muppets as a kid. I watched that cartoon with the baby Muppets. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Muppet Babies.
Yeah, that. I watched Sesame Street. I've seen most of the films. Like, I did like it. I liked it as a kid. I mean, it was good.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The Muppets transcend the generations, and they transcend
ages and everything. Ages and years. And
it's amazing.
Again, a 1979 film that doesn't feel like a 1979 film. It definitely feels like a late 80s, early 90s.
Well, to me, it just felt nostalgic.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So obviously, I think all of the cameos worked. I thought they were all really, really clever. Some of them I didn't get because I just didn't get some of them.
Well,
but they were all really well done.
They were a lot of older. Because, I mean, it was this, like you said, it was 79.
Popular then.
It was who was popular then, but a lot of those people are not with us anymore.
Yeah.
Correct.
And some of them are still relevant too.
And some of them, even the
Martin
ones
was my favorite.
Well, he's totally my favorite because I think that's the funniest exchange in my opinion. But I also
he's so angry.
have been a server.
So angry because they're cheap. Well, I was trying to figure out what was
going on with that. Wouldn't you be angry if you were a server and you had to serve a frog?
No, no, as long as they're paying, but I think it's like a joke on they're really cheap.
Yes. Okay, so I am, because I've been a server and a bartender and things, when somebody orders something that's like really cheap.
Yeah,
and it was really, really cheap. Like cheap
95-cent wine.
Yes.
Basically.
And it was so gross that he spit it out. Yeah. That's how gross it was. And when somebody orders that, you know you're not getting a fucking tip.
So he's being a huge
Well, but if you are, you're getting 15% of 95 cents.
Yeah, and I think that's all they order.
And by the way, you should be tipping 20%.
I personally believe that's open to interpretation.
Depending on the service, but if it's good service,
I think it depends on the service.
However, I would have tipped Steve Martin lots just because he was funny.
He was a dick server.
His shorts were hilarious.
What?
His shorts were hilarious.
Well, yeah, that was totally like of the time. I love it, and it's just such a fun exchange. And then even after Miss Piggy gets called away, and then she never comes back, and then that's whenever he meets Rolf the dog, and he's playing piano. And
we forgot to say, there's spoilers.
Oh yeah, we have spoilers.
If you haven't seen it by now, it came out in '79, bitches. Like,
true, and also we always have spoilers. We can never review anything without spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. But also,
in the middle of all the spoilers, it's like, oh, we forgot to mention spoilers.
Oh, well, sorry, we have more.
Yeah, that's better.
And Jess said, "Let there be light."
And there was that.
Oh my God, you're like my Jesus.
Either way, I don't think I mean, personally, I don't think there's anything
Technically
that doesn't
God, but okay.
work.
I don't think so either. I think it's all super fun.
No, what I think is funny, there were a couple of, I caught a couple of times where you saw the rod
Oh, come on.
for his hands.
It's 1979.
I love that.
But
I thought
I
that
love that. I
It's
think
like,
it's
not like
great.
I agree. To me, it
I think
works
it's fucking
right
great.
because I'm just like, we know that they are puppets. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
called
we
the
do.
Muppets. Like,
Well-
it's not like they're trying to pretend to be
Well,
human.
yeah,
it's
no,
just like
and
we're
that's why I
shown
love
a
it.
world in which Muppets.
Yeah, I'm not
are
even bitching
accepted.
about it. Like, but you know what? My second favorite guest star or the cameo was Mel motherfucking Brooks.
Yep.
He's Jewish and he was playing a German. Come on. That's hilarious. That's so funny.
I mean,
he's so
at least
good.
he has a
I
good
love him
sense of
so
fucking
much.
humor. There's
I'm
that.
also a huge Mel Brooks fan.
Yeah.
Like Spaceballs, Robin Hood Men in
Yeah.
Tights, Blazing Saddles, all that shit. I'm huge. I love him.
Fun facts:
But-
the leads of Mania were named after Mel Brooks.
Yeah, Mel and Brooks.
Mel and Brooke.
Mel
Okay,
or Mel
close
and Brooke. Yeah, you know.
Close enough.
I got it. I swear.
Okay, so
But yeah, it's
obviously
amazing.
everything worked. Nothing
Yeah.
didn't work. I was going to say questions, comments, concerns, but I don't think we really have any. It's a fun film.
Actually, you know what I think doesn't work?
Oh.
I know, right? In general,
All the people to say something doesn't work.
in general, and it works, but it
this is
doesn't
like
work.
so controversial.
And it's only because this is the only reason Jessica Cameron is not exactly like Miss Piggy.
Okay.
Because she's so obsessed with Kermit in a ridiculous way, and
Wait.
she's super aggressive with him.
But I feel like that works
No,
for the role of Miss
I was
Piggy.
actually
I'm just
gonna
not-
say-
It does.
No,
No,
but let me point something out.
I had to say something.
Miss Piggy is the least annoying and aggressive in this film than she slowly becomes. I think Sesame Street made Miss Piggy the most obnoxious character over time.
Sesame Street?
Well,
You mean
Sesame
the-
Street or anything Miss Piggy is in, she became
The Muppet
way
Show.
more aggressive and annoying to
But
me.
if you watch the whole
and
Muppet Show,
domineering in like a bad way.
If
Not
you
cute.
watch the whole Muppet Show,
yeah.
she becomes that way towards the end of
Yeah.
because the first episode that you see Miss Piggy,
She's way more like she
she's
is now.
way more subdued.
She's cute. She's cute. She's still a little
No,
bit
she's
domineering.
actually not at all. She was actually played by Richard Hunt instead of Frank Oz, and she had like a deeper voice. She couldn't sing. I mean, she can't sing anyway. She's
Yeah,
like
she
always
never
off
could
key.
sing.
But she has a deeper voice.
Similarities
and it's a completely
between
different
Mia
voice, which is really funny because Richard Hunt played her at first, and it didn't work.
Either
so
way,
they had.
every version.
But she wasn't as aggressive.
Every
She wasn't
version I've
as
ever seen
annoying.
of Miss Piggy that I
She
can
was
remember
not as
and why
cute either.
I hated Miss Piggy
She was more
was not in this. Was not in
Really?
this. She still is like
She's very palatable in this.
she's way more.
Yeah, she's not as over the
It's
top
not that
with
she
it.
still isn't slightly irritating. She is. She's like, "Are we going? Like I packed." He's like, "I invited you to fucking ice cream, bitch. Like, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
That's always been Miss Piggy. That is her
Oh, yeah.
personality. But
Miss
she gets
Piggy.
like aggressive, like railroading Kermit like later. And
Oh,
I always
no,
hate
yeah,
that.
but-
For the record, when people say that they remind me of Miss Piggy, that's not what they mean.
Yeah.
well, that's why.
I think it's the
and that's
clothes
why I
and the
said
makeup
it.
and the
No,
like.
No,
No?
I will tell you. Well,
she
and-
wears like pink
no,
everything.
that is true. But
and
the
always her
thing,
panties
And, like,
with
the walk is like,
heels.
hello.
Yes.
there was a moment. The first moment in the movie is whenever she walked into the dinner,
And
she
she's like, "This." That's
No,
exactly.
but you know what? You know what?
When he
sold
goes, it was worth the wait, and she goes, "Thank you" or whatever.
No,
What?
no. What sold it for me is whenever she gets the call after the big fight. She gets the call from her agent, and she's like, "Give me a second. What is it?" And then she's like, "How much?" Yeah. And then she hangs up. And she's like, "Ha, bye," and then leaves. But this guy she's obsessed with and loves, and she's like, "Oh my God, it's a boy. Oh wait, I have a job. Bye," and out. That's what
I
was
can
most
see that,
just
too.
like, and I was like,
Jenny and I looked at each other in that
yeah, I
moment.
literally looked at her. I was like,
I don't know. Jess would be polite about it though. Miss Piggy was not.
I don't
polite
feel like
about
she
it.
wasn't that polite.
She
had,
was
she had
not.
a job to do. She
But
she's
she's just like, bye,
here's
she
the
doesn't
thing.
explain.
She also had like
but she
saved
was
everyone.
sweet though. But she still went to like sweet voice, and she was like,
No. That's still bitchy. I hate
and
that.
like, no.
I hate that. And Kermit is so heartbroken because she just ditches him and never comes back. And then
I mean,
and
she
then,
dates with
and then
them.
her role
I don't know. I feel like
out,
Jess would totally
and she's
do that to
left
a guy.
on the
She
street.
did. It did. I just figured she actually did do
No,
it.
no. The whole point is that she's like stranded now because that didn't fucking work out.
'Cause
and
it didn't
she knows
work out,
she made
yeah.
a mistake.
There's
And
probably
then
an
she's
independent
in the
movie in
car
Hollywood.
yeah, and then she's in the car realizing she made the mistake that she shouldn't have done that. And Kermit's
No.
upset.
I think she actually had feelings for him. She really,
Yes,
really
yes,
liked
yes,
him. But I don't think she thought it was a mistake at all. I think she just didn't work out.
She apologized.
Now I'm
She says.
Well,
She
but here's
says.
how I thought it was more just that she felt that she could do both. Like she could still find him.
Yeah, but
He's
she
not getting away.
should have
She's
done
gonna
it.
hunt
The
him
thing
down.
is, I think she realized she should have done it a different way.
Completely.
Oh, sorry. I think she realizes in that moment she should have
okay,
done
we
it
still saw her boobs.
in a different way. That was my thing. I don't know. I didn't like that scene. I thought.
Oh,
it was
no,
super,
I
think
thought it was hilarious.
I have
No.
a huge role. I'll talk to you later.
I think she apologized to
funny. It
him
was
because
supposed to be
he
funny.
was upset. She didn't apologize because she thought she was wrong.
Well, and that's
Miss Piggy never
That
thinks
actually-
she's wrong.
Like,
But that's the
realistically,
problem with Miss
they've
Piggy.
But I
only
love
known each
her
other
so
a day. It's fine.
Yeah, that's
She-
true.
Also, she didn't.
Exactly.
Yet
say
she
that.
packed all of her clothes to
correct.
go with him.
Well, she wanted an excuse to get out of that lane
Because she
town.
wanted to go. Yeah, she
But
wanted to
she
go to
also
LA.
saved his ass in that situation.
Yeah.
No,
She-
later.
No. Yeah, well,
Later. She does. And Miss Piggy
after
always
she
says that.
left him was right when she left him and she got the call from the agent was right after she kicked all those guys.
Yeah,
fucking
she totally saved his
asses.
ass.
No, what are you guys talking about? That's
Then
before,
this-
guys.
no.
Guys. She leaves him.
No.
Oh, that is after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It like
Yeah.
happens in the same room.
That's
a
fair.
thing.
That's
But I'm
fair.
saying,
Yeah.
she saves his
She
ass.
saved his ass and she's
like,
like, oh,
on her. And then she's like, oh, now I have to bring home the bacon. No
Yeah.
pun intended. Let me go and do that, Kermit. I'll catch you later.
But she doesn't.
How long
say
were you
that.
waiting
She
to
says,
like
"Bye."
make that?
Yeah, I know
joke?
that's a pun for sure. That's a dad joke.
She was waiting. She was like, when can I
I
say
actually
this?
never thought of it.
Lies.
I was like, she's got to bring home the bacon.
fucking lies.
Either way,
So
overall, I think Miss Piggy is her best self in this, which is still Miss Piggy is Miss Piggy. She always will be, but at least she's not so.
I'm just glad that
aggressive
somebody
anyway.
has some fashion style.
Yeah, I know.
in
She
this
is the
show.
fashion one. She
I
is.
love
Well,
it.
they're
And I
not
really love
known
her
for
like
their
outfit.
fashion.
Her like pink dress with like the boa in the scene with Steve Martin is
Oh,
fabulous.
honey, you need to watch the Great Muppet Caper. She has the best costumes in that
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
That's
And
what she's
Muppets
known
Take
for.
Manhattan, yeah. But they get better as, like you
It
said,
goes
like it's,
on.
yeah, it gets,
that gets better.
their
Yeah.
clothes get better
Well,
because she gets more
but
over
they
the
also
top.
they also have like more of a budget, I would think.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is exactly
Well, but
why.
that's the thing. They already, I mean, they had a decent budget anyway because they already had the Muppet Show.
Well,
the
it's
Muppet
fucking
Show had already
Muppets
happened.
and clothes for
But
Muppets.
just because of
It's
that
not
though, but shut up. It's
But they
still
did.
fine.
I mean, they did. But yeah, like Miss Piggy is Jessica Cameron, and Jessica Cameron is Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy is
I'm
your spirit.
choosing to
I
take that as a
used
compliment.
absolutely 100%. I used to think Miss Piggy was my spirit animal, and now I've decided
I still
I'm
am.
bequeathing her unto you.
I still am.
I'm
We decided
bequeathing
you're
her unto
Janet.
you. No, but that's the thing. I'm kind of Janet, but I'm
The
not.
rocker
That's like
chick?
very much
Yeah, the rocker chick.
you.
Yeah, but she's way more chill. It's like she's me if I like did pot. Like,
She's
if
way
I
more
feel like
bra.
Heather's Kermit.
Yes.
My relationship with Heather is very much like the Miss Piggy Kermit. I'm like constantly like dragging her to do shit. I'm like, you have to come with me. We're going out.
Well,
we're going
I'm
out.
okay.
We're going out. Come on,
So-
come on, come on,
so-
come on, come on.
Can I
Bert.
just? Can I just?
Aren't I Bert? Which one's the angry one of the two of them? Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie? Oh,
Yeah.
Bert.
Yeah.
Bert,
You're very
Well,
Bert-like.
if you guys were Bert and Ernie, you'd be Bert.
Yes.
She'd be Ernie. But I was actually watching the film. I was thinking of the three of us, and I was thinking about how you guys are like.
Fabulous.
Well, yeah, but
Iconic.
you're Kermit and Fozzie, and they're like going on the road trip, and then here comes weirdo Gonzo, me. It's just a random weirdo
Also
that
true.
like jumps in. Like, I mean, I know you guys aren't.
Could be an alien.
Yeah, but like the friendship though was like, oh my gosh, yay, we just hit it off, we're friends, and then all this really weird, random weirdo alien just pops up on the hood, and he's like, hey, what's going on?
Right?
Yep.
But instead of a
me.
nose, you have boobs.
Yes, yeah. Oops.
Okay, so I obviously I think it's safe to say we'd all recommend this movie to
Yes.
everybody all the time.
Yes.
Like, I literally Heather at one point was like, I can't watch it for free. I was
All
like, it
day
is worth a rental.
I had to pay
Day.
for that shit.
But it's worth it because it's really good.
Yeah, Jim Henson.
Dude.
It's really
I
good.
cannot wait. Okay, so the thing I love the most about this is now I can open Jessica Cameron up to all of the Muppets.
The Christmas carols.
I went down a Muppet hole on YouTube and I was like, I just don't ever want to leave it. Like, this is my happy place. Like,
yeah, girl. I've been trying to get her to
where
watch
have
the
you been
goddamn
all my
Muppets
life?
forever. Next is Harry
normally,
Potter, but
here's the
we're
thing,
working
you
to
lose
that.
me when you like recommend like stupid, bad, shitty, like romantic comedies on Lifetime. And I'm like, I don't trust your movie judgment. Love you. But then you're like, watch the Muppet. I was like, no. See, but now if I knew that they were all like the Muppets, like that's fucking a good time. I'm so down with that.
Okay, I don't know when I've ever recommended a Lifetime movie to you,
They might as well be. It's fine.
and I've only said I love this movie I want you to watch it, not you will love this. I've said you will love this with
No,
the
but I know also when you're like, I love this movie, you should watch it, it's a no.
But if I say you will love this too, because usually I just want her to watch shit she hates, because I'm like, I watch a lot of shit I hate because of this
Fair.
bitch,
Fair.
so I want her to do it. But if I say you will like this, you will like it.
I agree. Muppets, a huge win.
Yeah.
Huge win.
I have so many more
sincerely
Muppet
feel like
movies
it's
to show
missing
you.
from my childhood. If my parents were alive, I would give them shit for not having shown me the Muppets.
Right.
It
My
worked because
parents
we're all adult
good
orphans,
parents that
so
way.
it's like really funny.
Well, my parents did show me the Muppets. It's like I grew
Yeah,
up on that. And Mr. Rogers.
You know what? Well, because we're American.
Yeah, right.
In fucking Canada. You did it to us again.
I'm sorry.
Canada.
My family believed in working like a stupid amount. So rather than watching the Muppets as a family, we were like working
They
at a
put you in
factory.
the fucking mines? Okay.
We were working at a factory.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not even
Canada.
kidding.
My
Oh.
mom was
Getting
actually
that maple syrup.
my mom was actually Kermit. Like my mom was totally Kermit. Like played like she played banjo, she played guitar, she would sing all the time.
Hold on.
She wanted-
She played banjo?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
Like, that's a real thing?
Yeah, you play banjo.
Was she a redneck?
no,
well,
it's a
little bit.
Midwest thing.
She called herself a hillbilly. Hillbillies
I mean,
and
I
rednecks are
say
a
that
little
affectionately.
different.
I
Yeah,
don't
say
mean that to
hillbillies
me like
play-
mean
Yeah.
or...
No, rednecks don't play banjos. Hillbillies
Yeah,
do.
hillbilly.
I'm sorry.
She was a
You're
hillbilly, and she used to say she was a hillbilly, and she was like she loved the country, she loved the mountains.
Okay, fair.
You know, she lived in the mountains.
Do you
for
play the
a long
banjo?
time. No, I don't play any instrument. It was funny because my mom's main instrument was guitar, and she mainly played guitar and
Banjo
sang.
sometimes.
And banjo sometimes
But,
she
like,
could
they
play.
both have
she
strings,
could play,
right?
yeah, but they're different. They're very different. Just as a ukulele is very different, which I own a ukulele and I still get
How do you
to
spell ukulele?
UKEL. No, I can't. So I could if I saw the box that the ukulele
Okay.
is still in.
We just got
But, yeah.
massively off
Yeah,
topic.
Yes.
Let's just bring it back.
But, yeah.
Don't
But
forget
I was raised as a Muppet, so there you go.
Clearly. And
I am
now,
Muppet.
like, also having watched the Muppet movie, everything about you makes so much more sense.
Yeah,
to
welcome.
me. It does. And thank you
Once
so much
again,
for sharing it with me.
I'm like blowing
Mind blown.
everybody's
So
brains
mind
with
blown.
this.
But also, for the record, jump and hit the like button down below and also subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you are notified when we upload new videos every single week.
Talk about
And
the
10
Muppets.
billion bonus points if you join the Patreon. Comment down below if you've seen the Muppets, if you loved it, if you watched it recently. If you haven't, I think we all would tell you go fucking watch it.
Also, can anybody make us Muppets? Who makes puppets? If anybody makes puppets, can you make us all puppets, please? Thank
I
you.
thought I already had one.
Not
Thank you for
puppets,
the
but
win.
Muppets.
Yeah. Puppets, Muppets.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.